Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, then hi, my name is Caitlin. Welcome. And today I'm going to be building my perfect winter palette. So I did this a few months ago in October and I did my perfect Halloween palette. We did this look and it was really insane, really creative in the best possible way. And a few of you guys did ask if I was going to be doing a perfect winter palette. So I thought, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll treat you guys. I'll do a winter palette. Unfortunately, my Halloween BYOP video didn't perform too well, but I really enjoyed doing it. So I just thought, you know what? I'm going to put aside the numbers and I'm just going to do my perfect winter palette because I think it's going to be really fun. I love going through my single eyeshadows. I have so many single eyeshadows. I have over 160. So there's a hell of a lot to choose from, and if you guys have been on my channel before, you will know that blue is my favourite colour to wear on my eyes. So hopefully this is going to be right up my street, a lot of blues, a lot of colour. That is what I'm kind of known for here on my channel. I am still a little bit sick, so please excuse that. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I do so many project pans and get ready with me's here on this channel, normally with bright, fun, colourful makeup, and that is definitely the vibe that we're going for today. Okay, so I have my single eyeshadow palettes here. My kind of way of doing this is just pull everything and then kind of filter it through at the end. I do have a 16 pan palette here that I'm going to fill up with my perfect winter colour story. So let's jump into it. Oh my god, I'm so snotty right now. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm going to start with this palette. So this half of the palette is my Soph X Revolution palette. I have depotted that, and that is what all of these shades are. And then these shades are just kind of random shades that I have in my collection that have kind of overflowed. So there are a few shades in here that I'm very interested in for this palette. So straight away, these silvers caught my eye. That's the phrasing. So I'm going to swatch both of them. I think I know which one I want. So one of them is more of a smooth classic shimmer, and one of them is more of like a high shine, lighter kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's more like bitty, but in a really good way. So I'm going to pick KKW Glass, which is the more kind of bitty, super high shine one up here. I think that's going to go really well. Super cool toned. I really love that. So that's definitely going to be in round one anyway. Maybe it'll be cut, but who knows. This shade up here has also really caught my eye. This, I think it's Prism. Yeah, this is a multi-chrome, which, I mean, oh, look at that. It's like a blue to green to orange kind of shade. So stunning. That's what that one looks like swatched. You can see there, it is absolutely beautiful. Perfect for a winter palette. Maybe I'll pick something like this as well. So this is the shade Lilac. It's one of those warm tone purple to blue duochromes. So maybe I'll pull that. Okay, let's move on. I have this palette, which is my No Pan Left Behind project. Maybe this shade. This is the shade Confetti, and you can see it's a super high shine blue to green shade. I think that's really cute. Very reminiscent of like a Christmas tree, very festive. So I'm going to pull that. I don't know if I want anything else from this palette just yet. We can come back. I'm thinking maybe this shade, but I do have a hell of a lot of blues in my big palette, so I'll come back to that. Next, we have some very vibrant yellow shades, and a part of me is tempted to put one of these in there, but I'm not too sure right now. No, I'm not going to right now. Next, we have my 4-layer palette. This is a big boy, and some of these shades are missing. You'll see them in a second. They're from a different palette that I made recently. I think I want this shade. This is Hot Fudge from J Star, and it is a super cool tone matte. As you can see, I kind of did just overlap those two, which is good. But it's a very, very nice winter, deep-ish, cool toned shade. And that's our first matte in this palette, and I think it is quite universal with all of them, so that's amazing. I think that's all I want from this section right now. As I said before, I do want it quite cool toned, and this layer and this layer are very, very warm toned, so I don't really know if I'm going to take anything from here either. I really don't think so, just because this isn't the vibe that I'm going for. Okay, I feel like there are a few Christmassy shades here, mainly this kind of corner here. So this, what is this? This is the shade Dreamcatcher from the Pastel Roses. And hopefully you can see there, it's kind of like a pink to bluey greeny duochrome shade. I really, really love that. And also maybe this. This is the shade Sakura from the Pastel Roses. And that is like a pink to blue. So I'm going to throw that in as well. I am aware we do need some mattes, like quite desperately now. We're in danger territory. It's gonna be a very, very shimmer heavy palette otherwise, but I've just not seen anything that jumps out at me right now, so I'm gonna carry on. Now this palette is very, very kind of winter cool tone to me, so hopefully we can pull a few of these. So I am gonna pull a black, just because you guys may know I do love black eyeshadow here on this channel, so at least we've got two mattes now, whoopee-doo. Again, I'm really drawn towards some of these shimmer shades, but I really do want some mattes, which is difficult. Okay. I've also got to remember I've only got 16 places. So yeah, I think I'm going to pull this. This is more of a cool tone purple. This is the Revolution Maxi Reloaded shade 14. And that's what that looks like there. It's kind of like a mid-toned slash cool-toned purple. I think that'll go really well with some of the other purple shimmers. And I gotta do it. I've got to put Blueberry in there. This is like a blue to purple, like blurple kind of shade. Hopefully you can see there. I gotta do it. I gotta throw that in. Like, look at this palette. This is so beautiful. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm going to close this before I pull even more shimmers. We really need some mattes. And I think this next palette is going to be our saving grace, to be honest. Here we go. You guys know I absolutely love this palette. Oh my god, look. It is Christmas in a palette. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to take a blue gradient, I think. So I'm going to pull this. This is Revolution 12. These don't swatch the absolute best, but it's just that kind of deep slash mid-toned blue. Love, 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 love. I'm also going to pull like a lighter blue shade. I'm going to go for this one. This is 37 from Revolution. I'll swatch it there. You can see that's definitely more of a bright blue matte. I feel like we need some greeny shades just to pull in a few of these shimmers. I might go with this one as like a standalone green matte, or maybe this one. I'll go with this one. It's a little bit more vibrant. This is LAX from the I Heart Revolution LA Dreams palette. It is quite a deep green matte, but I really, really think it'll go very well. I'm loving this color story right now. Like blue, green, and purple, I think really, really go together really well. I am tempted to throw this like bright neon foresty green. Does that work? I think it does. This is the shade Revolution 2 from the Maxi Reloaded palette. These swatches are getting more and more chaotic. I'm just swatching them wherever right now. It is more of a spring shade, but I think it will provide some nice contrast. So I think that's going to be good. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14 out of 16. So we've got 2 more shades. Every single video I do like this, I always say, I'm just going to pull like loads of things. And then I always end up pulling the exact amount of shades, which is, I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm realizing we've not got a blue shimmer. So I definitely want one of those. So we've only got 2 more spaces to go. I think I might pull this. This is Frosty from the Pastel Roses. Swatch that there. It is, I don't know actually, it is very yellow toned. It's obviously got this blue base with like yellow shimmer in it. So maybe that's not the best one to go for. Maybe something like this instead, which is definitely, you can see there, a lot more like true blue. Yeah, I'll go for that. That is Love Me from the Pastel Roses. I literally don't even have to say anymore. So we've got one more shade, have we? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. One more shade. What are we gonna do? I'm thinking maybe an inner corner highlight. So this is the palette I like to call my modern Renaissance. I did build this in a video. I'll link it up in the cards. I have the Modern Renaissance as my Pan That palette this year, and I kind of missed it, so I did a modernized version of it. I don't think I want anything from this palette though. You know what I want? I know what I want. I'll tell you what I want. I'm not going to sing any more of that because I don't want to be demonetized. I'm going to grab a super vibrant white inner corner shade. This is Ranch from J Star. It is like super vibrant white, and I think that's what we need in this palette. Oh, look at this color story. It is so cool tone, kind of grungy, super colorful, exactly up my street, exactly what I want from a winter palette. So now I'm going to speed it up, kind of put them together, put them in the palette, hopefully make them look really beautiful. I'll show you the palette and then we'll do a look with these as well. Okay, what do you guys think of this layout? I feel like something's missing almost, but I don't know what it is. I really don't, but I'm happy with it. I do like it. I just, something's missing. Do you think? Or do you think it's all right? I don't know. Let me know. So I am very happy with this color story. I think it is really, really beautiful. I just think I could probably place it in a better way, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to do a super bright, vibrant, colourful look with this palette. So yeah, stick around for that. Okay, hello, here we are. This is the kind of basic gist of the look. I am going to spruce it up a lot more when I have my base on and that kind of thing. But look at my skin. Oh my god. You guys know my acne journey has been horrific. A little bit horrific, but my skin, she's looking pretty good. And also look at my nails. I repainted my nails and I absolutely love them. I'm wearing Starlight, I think, from the Pastel Roses. I'm trying to finish it because they sent me a duplicate shade. Anyway, let's jump into this look. This is the palette that we made, just a little bit of a reminder. In the BYOP, I actually filmed that like a week ago. Oops. But in the BYOP, I did say I didn't know if I liked it. I wasn't sure. I can confirm I do like it. Okay, I've made up my mind. I am a woman, indecisive. Here we go. That I am the typical stereotype. Hello. But yeah, I do like this and I like this look. As I said, I have a vision. I'm going to do a little snowflake. I'm just going to spruce it up a bit, but let's do the basic shape. I have primed. Oh my goodness me. This intro is long. Can you tell I haven't spoken to anyone today? Let's go. So I am starting with the black. We're not surprised. This black here. And I'm going to start by popping this on the outer corner. So with my BYOP looks, obviously I've only done one before. I've only done my Halloween one. And then this is obviously my winter one. I do like to do quite out there looks. I do like to kind of use as many as the shades that I can. And I don't know, I just like it to be fun. I like it to be quite creative, things like that, because you guys may know I absolutely love my fun makeup looks. I absolutely love playing with colour, playing with duochromes, playing with special shades. And I really hate the thought of making such a beautiful palette and then just doing a look with like these 3 blues. It's not happening. So yeah, this also pushes my creativity. Like obviously I've built the palette. Now I've got to, you know, commit, do a look. And the 2 looks that I've done, the Halloween look and this look, I'm really, really happy with. I really like both of them so far. Okay, so on this eye, I did this purple next. But I think I'm actually going to change the order. I'm going to use this blue and I'm going to take it on kind of a flat, fluffy brush. And I'm going to pop it next to the black in the direct crease. Okay, so that's the placement of it. It's kind of carrying on the black line, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I did musical theatre. I'm not good with words. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to take the purple shade. I'm going to blend the black out with this. I'm using not a big fluffy brush, like a medium fluffy brush. I don't want this to go all the way up to my brow, so I am keeping it quite condensed, I guess, on this side. And I'm not going into this deep blue either. I'm keeping it very much on the black. And I am going to blend over the black as well, just to give it a little bit of a purple hint. I always like doing that. I think it just makes looks a little bit more cohesive sometimes. Okay, look at us, a little mismatched Frankenstein, love it. So now I'm going to go with this lighter blue matte, and this is going to like blend away the purple a little bit, but it's all right. I am going to re-blend, and I am actually going to bring this into the blue, the dark blue that we placed before. So this is going to go all the way through the first half of the crease. I was worried that this was going to be a little bit too similar to my Halloween look, but I actually don't think it is. I think it is different enough. My Halloween was a kind of two-toned look, but my Halloween was very like cut creasy, and it did have a different colour story, so I'm happy about that. It was a stress, not going to lie. I also wasn't sure if this purple would blend into this blue. It does take a while. It was tricky, but we're getting there slowly, and I'm bringing it in a little bit. I'm just using what's kind of left over on my brush to bring in to the inner corner, not all the way, just a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with this acid green. I've actually really been liking using an acid green as a pop of colour. It's not something that I regularly do. It's not my first choice of colour to have as a pop, but I've actually really been enjoying it. And I am going to build up this pigmentation. This shade isn't the most pigmented straight off the bat, but you definitely can, as you can see, get a lot of pigmentation. Okay, so I just went, re-intensified all those shades, really blended them together, and now for the fun part, the shimmers. So I was actually worried about what shimmers I could put with this look. I was thinking of this one, which is Confetti. Obviously very green, would match the inner part, but I ended up going for Prism, which is the multi-chrome, because like, of course, I had to. This does have some green, blue and purple in it, so I thought it would be a really, really good choice. But I actually kept this on the inner part of the lid. I did kind of blend it to the mid part, but generally I did keep it to this inner section, and I did blend it up into the green matte. I really, really like tapping my shimmers into my crease, just because it provides less of like a harsh line. I think if I just kept my shimmers on my lid, it would look a little bit strange. It would look a little bit unblended. So I always do like to just build it up into the crease a little bit. Not too far, but just enough so that when you open your eyes, you can still see the shimmer. The greeniness of this shade is so stunning with the green matte. Really, really pretty. Okay, so that's Prism. And then for the outer part of the shimmer, I decided to take the shade Lilac, which is next to it. This is the blue to kind of pinky shade, and I just tapped that on the outer part of the lid. Not the outer part, the like kind of center part. And as you can see, it is looking a little bit crazy. They don't really blend together the best, but I think when you do take the time to just tap them on top of each other, they really do mesh quite well. I think that this shade carries on the colour story almost, because Prism provided that kind of greeny blue, and then Lilac is obviously blue to purple, so it definitely does carry on that colour story. And again, I am tapping it up into the crease and into the mattes. Boom, beautiful. So now I'm going to take just the brush that the purple matte was on. I'm not going to take any more of the product, but I'm just going to blend the outer corners just to make sure that they aren't too harsh, that everything's blended, everything's looking good. And yeah, I think that's the basic eye look done. I'm going to run off camera, I'm going to do my base. When we come back, we're going to do the lower lash line. And I think I am going to do like a little snowflake or something just to make it even more wintry. You know, sell the theme. You got to sell it. You got to push it down people's throats. And that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, I'll be back. I'll do my base. Just a very, very normal, quick base routine. And then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I've got my base on. I did put a little bit of lip balm on as well because my lips, they're dry. They are very dry. So I started with the black, obviously, just to round it out a little bit. So on the lower lash line, I'm just going to go through the shades that I did on the outer corner of the crease, just to keep the colour story flowing, just to keep it even. But I am going to do a pop of colour on the lower lash line as well. Okay, so on the lower lash line, what colour are we going to do? A part of me wants to do everything. A part of me wants to do every single colour. I want to do green, I want to do pink, I want to do blue. I'm thinking pink, like this shade, because it's like a pink to blue duochrome. This is Sakura. It's like a very multi-dimensional shade, so I think I'm going to go with that one. Hopefully this is the right decision. Okay, so I'm going to go with a very, very small, precise pencil brush. Take a little bit of Sakura and pop it on the lower lash line. Okay, that didn't do much. Okay, I don't think this is going to do much just because I feel like it's a shade that needs to be done with a finger. I don't think a brush is going to do... Oh, no, it might. Okay, I'm building it up. I may have jumped the gun a little bit. Hopefully you can see Sakura on the lower lash line there. So before I was taking it like on the flat side of the brush. Now I'm taking it on the very point of the brush and really going in. This is really going to pull together the pink and the blue colour story, or the purple and the blue colour story. It's not the poppiest of pops, but that's okay. Then I'm going to do this bright white on the inner corner, just to really bring everything together. Boom. So that's the main eye look done. I think it looks so cool. What do you guys think? I really, really do love it. So like I said before, I do want to do a snowflake, but I just don't want to ruin the look. So I'm going to practice on the back of my hand because I don't really know how to draw a good one. Like that. Can you even see that? Is that like good or not? I really don't want to ruin it. Is that a good snowflake? No, not really. I'm gonna look up what a snowflake looks like because that looks so bad. So it's like that. God, it's a good job I practiced this because I have no idea what I'm doing. Clearly never drawn a snowflake in my life. So it's like that. I think even that would be quite good because it wants me to do the little springy things on the end. I don't think that's gonna have enough room. So I'm just gonna do like a star. I don't know what I want to do. This is scary. Am I gonna be able to do this while you can see what I'm doing? Hopefully. Okay, we're in this together, guys. Let's go. How's that? Can you see that? It's very small. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what? Better small than wrong. So I'm happy with that. Okay, I've done them both. How are we looking? How are we thinking? Oh, why is that so much pressure? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there because I don't want to ruin it. Here we go. This is the eye look. I'm gonna go do my lashes, liner, and then I'll be back. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so this is the final look. I didn't do any lipstick. I just did lip liner because I kind of wanted the eyes to do the talking. I really love this look. I always love the looks that I do when I manage to build my own palette. I think this palette is really, really pretty. I always have like really bad first impressions of my BYOPs, and then when I sit down and really play with them, I always fall in love with them. This look is very me, honestly, it really is, but I did push myself a little bit. I did play around with a lot more colour. I did do like 2-tone, 3-tone looks. Normally I would just do like a 1-tone look, but I'm pushing myself. I always want these looks to be something a little bit special when I do my BYOPs, and I really think this one is. I'm very, very happy with it. What do you guys think of this look? The shimmers, the sparkles are just so beautiful. I'm so, so, so happy with how it turned out. What would you do with this palette? Let me know. What colour story in this palette speaks to you the most? For me, it's definitely the blues. Of course. My favourite colour is blue. You may be very, very different. What is your dream winter colour story? Let me know in the comments, because I'm very nosy and I would love to know. So this is where I'm gonna love you and leave you guys. I hope you did have an incredible day. I hope you're enjoying Vlogmas. I am uploading every single day this month, so definitely stick around. We have a lot more fun videos to film. Have an incredible day, like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye!